Mobile Task Force Kappa 42. Angel reporting in. Alright, boys and girls, how about a good old-fashioned campfire story? I mean, it is snowing outside. Well, at least here in Greenland it is. Why am I in Greenland, you ask? Well, I can't exactly disclose that information. You know, top secret, redacted, and all that. Anyway, I broke apart my comrade's desk and made it into a small campfire in the middle of our makeshift shed station. So I'm going to give you tonight's debriefing before he gets back. SCP-1039, also known as the Gathering Doll. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1039 is to be kept within a sealed 10-meter by 10-meter containment cell at all times. No unauthorized personnel are permitted to enter the containment cell unless specifically instructed by a Security Clearance Level 4 or higher site supervisor. The interior of the cell is to be kept under constant remote surveillance through the designated wall-mounted security camera, the footage of which is to be periodically reviewed by assigned staff. All abnormalities and changes in behavior discovered during review of surveillance footage are to be recorded and reported to any researchers assigned to the object. Any personnel entering within a 40-meter exterior radius of the containment cell are to have all items on their persons removed and accounted for before being temporarily deposited within a locked and secured container outside of the perimeter of SCP-1039's area of effect, unless they are instructed to retain possession of said item by a site supervisor prior to entering that area. Once personnel exit the area of effect, they may withdraw any items that had been removed from their person. If any items that were previously deposited in the sealed container cannot be found after returning from within the area of effect, this is to be reported to research staff assigned to the object, who will promptly search SCP-1039 for the item. If the item cannot be found in SCP-1039, such an incident is most likely theft and is reported to site security, who will execute an independent investigation of the matter to the best of their abilities. Under no circumstances are other SCP objects or other items specifically protected by the Foundation either for research or for any alternative reasons to be brought within SCP-1039's area of effect, unless a Security Clearance Level 5 site supervisor has specifically instructed this course of action be executed in order to research the effects of SCP-1039 on these objects in a controlled environment. Description: SCP-1039 is a 30-centimeter tall, 13-centimeter wide doll, constructed mostly of a tightly woven textile fiber, with artwork on the torso resembling that of a crude human ribcage. The head of SCP-1039 is composed of hardened clay molded into a grotesque and misshapen human skull. The back of SCP-1039 is marked with a symbol of unclear cultural origin and has yet to be translated. SCP-1039 displays the ability to instantaneously and remotely transport items within an estimated 40-meter radius from their initial locations into the interior of its own body. As SCP-1039 is a mostly hollow fabric sack, aside from the clay-molded headpiece, items are transported from their original location to within the empty internal torso area of the fabric body. SCP-1039 appears to only transport a single item at a time, and the incidents of said transportation are inconsistent and seemingly random. Staff who have had their personal belongings transferred to the inside of SCP-1039 report that the item simply disappears from their person and seems to instantly rematerialize within the body of SCP-1039. Any object forcibly placed into the interior of SCP-1039 will be transported to another random location within the 40-meter area of effect. How SCP-1039 remotely displaces the foreign objects has not yet been determined. SCP-1039 was not originally recovered with any objects inside of it. During review of surveillance footage, assigned staff began to notice regular bursts of visual static, after which the viewing personnel reported that SCP-1039 had relocated itself to another area of the cell. The static, along with the movement of SCP-1039, appear to occur at random intervals. Whether or not SCP-1039 is the direct cause of the wall-mounted camera's malfunctioning is undetermined, but despite the remote surveillance footage displaying SCP-1039's apparent teleportation abilities, when personnel enter the containment cell, SCP-1039 is always located in the center point of the chamber. The object does not demonstrate any shifts in location or characteristics of movement for as long as the individual remains within the confines of that cell. The head of SCP-1039 has been known to turn towards agents within the containment cell, independent of the body, as if staring at them. Many personnel have reported increasing discomfort and paranoia as the head of SCP-1039 continues to follow their movement across the chamber. All items extracted from within SCP-1039 seem to give off an odor similar to that of gasoline exhaust for several hours. The cause of this remains unknown. Note, the symbol on the back of SCP-1039 has been identified. It appears to originate from... The symbol itself has been translated to mean gluttony or corpulence. Alright, I can hear him trying to get into the station now, and the barricade I made out of his other furniture is not sure to hold long. At least I hope that's him, not some crazy yeti monster. With my luck, that's exactly what it is. In that case, stay safe, stay alert, and stay inside for goodness sakes.